Hi, good morning. It is Saturday, it's 9:30. I've been up for about an hour just kind of scrolling on Facebook and all that stuff that people do first thing in the morning. I'm in the process of making some coffee, and I want to get this place cleaned up today. It's not too bad. The counter needs to be cleaned off. A couple dishes have to be done, and these ones have to be put away. I'm going to kind of do like a clean with me video today. Just show you guys different things that I'm going to be cleaning, I guess. I want to start with this nasty coffee machine while I'm waiting for the coffee to, for the kettle to heat up. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a good wash everything out good, wash that. If I had some vinegar, I could let that soak, but I don't, so I'm just going to use some soap and water and wash it all in there. So I'll be back whenever it's clean. Okay, so I got it all cleaned up. It took about, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes. It's not as good as I would like it if I had a different toothbrush, because I have just a specific toothbrush to clean this. I could get into these tiny little cracks here, but it's kind of hard with the toothbrush that I have. I even cleaned in there. It's not the greatest, but I don't pour water in there. Like I said, once I get the toothbrush that I need, I'll be able to clean that a lot better. I did take this little basket out and I cleaned that as good as I could. Again, those places are places that I can't reach with the toothbrush, or I could take my time one by one and use a rag, but I just want to make some coffee because it's already 10 o'clock and I haven't had any coffee yet. I cleaned out this really good, and I cleaned all around there. I cleaned the hole. I even cleaned on the bottom of it, so it's all nice and clean. I used salt. Salt is a very good, especially if you got like stains in your tea mugs and stuff like that. You just put a little bit of salt, scrub it, it'll come right off. So that's what I ended up using. Maybe one day I will take and just maybe soak that with some bleach if I can't get the toothbrush, but it's kind of like a yellowish, and that's just from years of usage, I guess, but I'm not too concerned about the yellow color. It was more the black stuff that I wanted to get out of there and all around down here and stuff like that. So, and this is nice and sparkling clean. Even the top is nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some coffee and move on to the next thing. And usually I make a list when I'm about to do some cleaning like this, but I'm just going to go for it. Whatever I see needs cleaning, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now it is 10:28. I put some sausages on the boil. I like to boil mine and then remove the skin, chop them up and fry them. So that's what I'm going to do. I managed to get the counters cleaned off. Dishes are done. Obviously they just have to be put away, which I'll do in a little bit. I like to rinse my dishes, and that's why you see them there. I cleaned out the microwave, all the inside, took the plate out, washed that all up. Finished making some coffee, but I haven't had any yet. And I also wiped down all, like this side and all the front of the cupboards and the sides here and all these cupboards. And on this side here too. Obviously I forgot to do the ones up there, which I'm going to do now. So as for my meals here, we did all this. Today's Friday. Yesterday was Friday. I didn't have any chili. We didn't have stir fry. We just kind of did our own thing for lunch. Riley had shepherd's pie, which I checked off here. That's what's in red. Supper, he wasn't here, so kind of didn't really make anything. There was some leftover chicken that I had made the night before, which obviously wasn't on this list, but I just made myself a chicken sub with it to use up the rest of it. So these two things here didn't get eaten up. Today, well, it's 10:30. He's still not back. He's over having a sleepover at my mom's, which you guys probably saw at the beginning of this video because those clips from last night. Anyways, it's 10:30. By the time all my stuff is cooked, it's probably going to be close to lunchtime, so I'll end up just having that for lunch. If he does happen to come over for lunch, I'll just pull out some chili and he can have some chili. And there's still leftover shepherd's pie that needs to be eaten up, so maybe he'll have that. There's pizza that has to be eaten up. I made pizza on Wednesday. He was supposed to take pizza on Thursday for supper, but my parents ended up giving him money to buy his lunch. And then that night, my dad took him to, we were supposed to have a shepherd's pie. My dad took him to eat at Dairy Queen for supper, so he was pretty spoiled on Thursday. And then, like I said, Friday, so there's still the leftover pizza. I'm going to get that stuff eaten up, I think, even before I take out the chili. And then for supper, maybe I'll make, like, some burgers with the chili or something. That way there it's still getting eaten up. And then tomorrow I'll probably just make a big thing of macaroni, and that can be eaten for supper. And then he can take some for his lunch on Monday, so that's the plan. Alright, so I'm going to go finish boiling those up. I'm going to get these cupboards up here washed. My donuts I have to find a cover for that and put those away. This lemon pie is pretty much, I didn't eat very much of it. I think I might section it off into like a couple different, 3 or 4 sections and freeze it. And then that way there, if craving something sweet, I can just pull it out and then that'll be that. And these just going to be put away, and then there's just the butter that I leave out on the counter. So, I am going to go and I'll show you guys obviously my breakfast when it's done. I can almost see enough to drive. Almost. Alright, there are my eggs, sausage. They're the hot sausage. And my cup of coffee. I'm gonna go eat this. It is 10:59. I've been washing the dishes as I go. These are the 3 little things, and then there'll be these dishes. And then I'm gonna just wash them, dry them, put them away, and my kitchen area will be clean. This is an empty egg carton. I like to keep them. Either A, I would love to get chickens in the future, or B, they're great for crafts, and C, sometimes I send them to the school for the teachers and that to use. So my kitchen is clean. I did a couple things. I didn't deep clean and get into the cupboards and that, but I'm going to go and eat and decide what I'm going to do next. Alright, so it's 10 to 11 now. I got the dishes put away. The sausage cut up. It's frying up now. It's pretty well cooked. I'm just going to brown it a little bit on each side. Cook myself up some eggs. Then I'm going to go sit down and eat. I'm going to put the pie away in 2 seconds. And right now, I'm just going to sweep this area because all down here seems to collect dirt. Doesn't matter how many times a day I do it. So my little section of the kitchen here is almost done. I know that's crooked. Drives me crazy too. All those OCD people out there. Oh, and I also just washed down these cupboards up here, so I'm gonna keep on moving. Well, I'm in my car. My son just called me because he's next door at my parents' place. He had supper. He went over this afternoon. They canceled school. Well, this morning, I know I haven't picked up and vlogged all day, and I know you guys can't see very much. And even if I were to turn it around on me, you guys aren't going to be able to see. So, I didn't send him to school. My niece didn't go to school. It was freezing rain this morning, and I had said last night that I was not sending him if that's how it was going to be out. And sure enough, it started freezing rain about 5 o'clock this morning. And freezing rain for a good part of the morning anyways. And I decided not to send him. And then a half an hour after school starts, I get a phone call from one of his teachers saying that they're sending the kids home early. I'm like, I didn't even send him to school. So, I don't know. That was weird. But Um, so they ended up canceling school, which was a good call on my part because I would have brought him there, and 15 minutes later they would have called me to go get him. So I would have been PO'd, to say the least. So anyways, this afternoon around, I don't know, 3 o'clock maybe, he decided that he was going to go next door because my mom called for some garlic, and she asked him if he wanted to go over and play, so he said yes. So my sister came and picked him up, and then he just called me like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago saying that he's spending the night over there and he wants his stuff and like his pajamas and his bed stuff and all that. And of course my car is so iced up. I can see out this window perfectly fine. This side didn't get any ice whatsoever. I just had to clear it off with the brush. I have scraped and scraped. I don't know if you guys can see that. All these lines, that was from me scraping, and I didn't even put a dent in. Like, I didn't even get to the window. There's so much ice. So, I just gotta let the car warm up a bit, I guess. I have no choice. I can kind of start to see down here. But I don't want to use all my windshield fluid on that, so yeah. And I did not pick up the camera today. I've just been working on like some YouTube stuff and getting all that stuff sorted, all my videos put into like playlists and crap like that. I'm gonna make a list for tomorrow. I want to have like a big cleaning day where I just get the house all cleaned up. And yeah, so that's basically the day today. I don't know. Maybe later I'll get into a cleaning mood. I know I'll do up the dishes and stuff like that because I hate waking up to dirty dishes. But other than that, I am just staying home where it's nice and warm. It's not even that cold actually. It's -4, so it's not bad at all. It was -12 earlier, and I was out in a t-shirt. Like, I wasn't out, like, taking a walk or nothing, but I was shoveling, and I was just in a t-shirt, so, yeah, when Canadians say that -10 weather is warm, it is. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in a little bit.